Hey up, Rayvers. Now, regular viewers may remember that a few weeks back we had a science fiction / space exploration themed week, where I asked the ratings and ratings over on my Patreon page for their suggestions. And we had some absolute belters, some old-time classic movies, and I wouldn't have known what to pick. But it's the rotating review randomiser that selects the film, and it selected Cocoon. Thoroughly enjoyed watching that, but like a pillock, I forgot to add one of the rating suggestions to the wheel. So I thought, right, this is the perfect excuse for a respin. Adding in the film I'd missed out and giving it another spin to see what else had come up. And the second time round, it came up with The Day the Earth Stood Still. Yes, 1950s classic, The Day the... Oh, we're going black and white. Oh. Yes, the day the Earth stood still. But the Earth is not standing still at the start of the movie, no. It's all a buzz because of a UFO. What looks like it could well be a genuine extraterrestrial coming into Earth's atmosphere and flying about. And everybody's glued to the wirelesses, listening intently for any updates from the newsreaders. And regular ravers who tuned in last time will remember my disdain for the common trope of using real newsreaders to portray newsreaders in the films, instead of just letting actors do it. Well, apparently, a load of this lot are real newsreaders as well. Maybe this was the first film to start that trend. But it doesn't bother me in this, because I don't know who these newsreaders are. I was too young when this film came out, I don't recognise these blokes. Although apparently, according to IMDb, this chap here, not playing a newsreader, would go on to become an actual newsreader. Apparently, it's Kenneth Kendall, who also, of course, presented Treasure Hunt, didn't he, with Anneka Rice. He was the anchor in the studio, helping steer a couple of contestants to the answers to the clues. Although you'll notice that Wincy Willis, in this instance the junior member of the presenting team, she's got the Madonna head mic on. Yeah, because these younger presenters, they've got to pay the dues, ain't they? Before they get the big gig like Kenneth Kendall. He had to do it. Look, he's got the headphones on there. He was obviously doing the Wincy Willis role in The Day the Earth Stood Still. And road, the flying saucer lands in the National Mall in Washington, D.C. where it draws the attention of the world's press and plenty of the American military.
The ship is now resting exactly where it landed 2 hours ago, and so far there is no sign of life from inside it.
Now, 2 hours, that's a long time. So what have these extraterrestrials been doing since they landed? They're just building up the anticipation, or they have to clean their teeth and do a poo? You know, make the sense presentable. But eventually, the saucer opens and out strides Klaatu, the extraterrestrial from another planet, played by Michael Rennie. Now, one of the brilliant things about this film for me is the otherworldly music done by the legendary Bernard Herrmann, composer of lots of iconic soundtracks like Psycho. You know, he's very innovative. And in this, he makes loads of use of the theremin. Funny instrument, the theremin, like a couple of antennae things just sticking out. Apparently one hand changes the pitch and the other one changes the volume. It must take a lot of skill because, you know, you're just waving your hands around in the air, isn't it? I mean, it does look a bit daft. It looks like you're performing a lewd act on an invisible man. Now, of course, the theremin became an integral part of 1950s science fiction soundtracks, didn't it? Due to its otherworldly qualities. And he wrote, Klaatu reassures the watching hordes.
We have come to visit you in peace and with goodwill.
So they respond firstly by pointing all the weapons at him. And then, when he brandishes a gift as a gesture of goodwill, they shoot him. Yeah, welcome to Earth. Although, as we find out later on, Klaatu and his mates have been studying Earth for several years, so really should have bloody known better, should have known we're all a bunch of pillocks, shouldn't he? But he ain't come without backup, no, he's got goat. Yes, very imposing. So he changes the theremin now. Bernard Herrmann's whipped out the brass section. It's so imposing, everybody runs away double speed, Benny Hill style. Now Bernard Herrmann used his brass section to similar effect for Talos in Jason the Argonauts. Yeah, it sounds great, doesn't it? It makes these imposing characters even more imposing. Although Gort doesn't need any help on that score, to be honest with you, because he promptly melts all the soldiers' weaponry. So having been disarmed, the soldiers then go and tend to the injured Klaatu.
It was a gift for your president. With this, he could have studied life on the other planets.
Yeah, well, now it's a paperweight. Anyway, the injured Klaatu is taken to hospital, where he meets the presidential secretary, Mr. Harley.
The president asked me to convey his deepest apologies for what has happened.
I'm not being funny. What is the president doing that's so important that he can't come and talk to the first ever extraterrestrial visitor to Earth? If it happened these days, your world leaders would be in there like a shot. They'd be thinking, oh, this is great distraction from all the wars and sex crimes we're committing. They'd be all over it.
My mission here is not to solve your petty squabbles. It concerns the existence of every last creature on Earth.
Yeah, I think they're being a bit disrespectful to Klaatu here. He's travelled millions of miles to come and visit Earth, and they've sent this Jobsworth fella to come and chat to him. And to add insult to injury, they're trying to break into his spaceship, and they can't make Gort move either. He's routed to the spot. Yet despite this obvious show of power from Klaatu, the leaders of the different nations can't agree on a time and a place to meet him, due to their petty squabbling.
I will not speak with any one nation or group of nations. I don't intend to add my contribution to your childish jealousies and suspicions.
Crikey, it's over 70-year-old, this film, and now it's changed, has it?
I'm impatient with stupidity. My people have learned to live without it.
So, fed up with these inept humans he's got to deal with, Klaatu does a runner, prompting a massive manhunt. But Klaatu's hiding in plain sight, wearing civic clothes and taking on the persona of Mr. Carpenter. And he attempts to learn a bit more about the human race to try and work out why we're all such a bunch of dickheads. As part of that, he ingratiates his son with the residents of a bed and breakfast, and he gets to know a young widower called Helen and her son Bobby. And Helen's boyfriend is extremely keen for Mr. Carpenter to look after Bobby so that him and Helen can have it off.
You think it's all right? Sure.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, I know we don't know him, and he might be a paedophile, but who cares? I'm going to get my hand away. Now, you might be thinking, where does Bobby fall on the annoying kidometer? Well, it's an interesting one, this, because he is objectively irritating.
Hey, mister, can I help you look for the spaceman? I know just what he looks like. He's got a big square head with 3 great big eyes.
That's enough, Bobby.
He's very gee whiz, mister, and all that. But I weren't annoyed by him. I think basically because he is your absolute archetypal American kid. He looks like the chap off Mad Magazine. I bet he loves bubblegum and baseball. So I just sort of took him for what he were, you know. It didn't bother me that he was so irritating. So I don't know where to put him on the scale, to be honest with you. I think I might have to leave him off. Now, Carpenter is evidently fed up at trying to deal with stupid humans, so he seeks out the cleverest human, Professor Barnhart, who's obviously supposed to be an Einstein-type chap. I like the way they just turn up to his house. You know, you could do that in the 1950s, couldn't you? But Professor Barnhart's not there, so he decides to leave a nickel calling card by solving this complex maths problem that Professor Barnhart's struggling with. And this shows the measure of Klaatu, doesn't it? Not only is he incredibly intelligent, but he also resists the urge to draw a cock and balls on the blackboard. That's a high level of maturity that I can only admire. Now, I think Michael Rennie's brilliant in this. He's got this sort of otherworldly quality to him. So he does a great job as the alien Klaatu. He's always chuckling and looking disdainfully at the humans because of how stupid we are. I mean, look at his response to Professor Barnhart's mathematics efforts. He obviously thinks he's an absolute donk. And for an alien trying to blend in, he is always quite happy to show off his superior intellect.
I am fearful when I see people substituting fear for reason.
And in the hands of the wrong actor, he'd come across like an insufferable arsehole. But I don't mind it, I like him. For me, he somehow always manages to stay on the right side of showing you that he's cleverer than you, but not rubbing it in your face.
See, the basic problem is to overcome the inertia and...
Keep going, mister. He was falling for it.
Yes, look at the cynical, stupid adults there. What ickle they know?
I must tell you sometime about another kind of train. Kind that doesn't need any tracks.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, admittedly, sometimes it does sound like a Billy bullshitter, doesn't it? It does remind me a little bit, dare I say it, of Ickle Ray. Extremely knowledgeable is Ickle Ray, very patient. But I do feel like sometimes he does look at me and think, oh, Raymondo, you've been a pillock. But I don't hold that against him, because, you know, a lot of the time, I am a pillock. On the road, having drawn a blank with the politicians, Klaatu meets with Professor Barnhart to stress the importance of his visit. Basically, what with the spread of nuclear proliferation, Klaatu and his mates, millions of light years away, observing Earth and thinking, right, we can't risk these pillocks blowing everything up.
In such a case, the planet Earth would have to be eliminated.
Such power exists?
I assure you, such power exists.
I mean, it couldn't be any more relevant today, could it? But unfortunately today, I don't think any politicians would listen to experts like Professor Barnhart.
I think the people in this country have had enough of experts with organisations from acronyms.
The people of this country have had enough of experts.
From organisations with...
Yeah, depressing, isn't it? Folk don't trust experts anymore. And they probably won't listen to folk like Professor Barnhart. So we need Klaatu and his demonstrations of power. In this instance, he cuts all the power across the entire planet, apart from like emergency services and planes and hospitals and things like that. But yeah, he brings the entire world to a standstill. So he forces the politicians to take notice. And I reckon the world could do with a Klaatu now, couldn't it? Because there's too many knobheads, isn't there? There's too many knobheads about at the moment. Anyway, I'm getting political. Let's stick with The Day the Earth Stood Still, because it's a cracking film. Just as relevant now as it were then, if not more so. Although what is interesting, with it being in the 1950s, you can see there's the Cold War, Reds under your bed type paranoia.
Well, if you want my opinion, he comes from right here on Earth. And you know where I mean.
I'm not sure if you'd have that though these days, would you? The paranoia would probably be directed towards Professor Barnhart and his experts. Okeydoo, on to Ray's ratings. Well, when this came out, I was too young to see this at the cinema. So the first time I saw it would have been on telly, in the 60s I think. I remember my dad saying, oh, you want to watch this, you'll enjoy this, Raymond. So I were looking forward to watching it. So we're hoping for a 4-star film. Now, revisiting this film recently, you know, it's of its time, it's easy to pick holes in it. You know, you could have a go at the special effects or the acting or whatever and say, you know, this is naff, that's naff. But my ratings are based on how much I enjoy it. And I bloody love The Day the Earth Stood Still. I think it's fantastic. I reckon the message is just as relevant now, if not more so, than it were then. We could do with a go now, couldn't we? Watching over us and threatening us all with imminent destruction if we act like dickheads. It'd be a godsend goat, wouldn't it? So yeah, I bloody love The Day the Earth Stood Still. So I'm rating The Day the Earth Stood Still a 5-star, 4-star film. Thank you. Now, I'm aware they did a What the bloody hell's that noise? Oh, it's just a Ray popping in. Oh, Pickle Ray! Oh, Raymondo! Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, I'm aware that they did a remake not too long ago with Keanu Reeves as the Klaatu character. Not even going to waste my time watching that. I'm not saying it's crap. I don't know if it's any good or not, but why bother? Why bother making it? Can't improve on the original, I don't reckon. Oh, Raymondo! Hey, Pickle Ray, how we doing?
Very good, thank you, Raymondo. I have a gift for you.
Oh, fantastic. With this, I can study life on the other planets.
No. It's a scalp massager.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope you enjoyed my review of The Day the Earth Stood Still, Rayvers. And if you did, poke the old like button for me. Give it a good old poke. And maybe, if you've got your own goat, you could use his laser vision to poke the like button for you. Mind you, we might make the keyboard melt. Yeah, maybe don't do that. And remember to share and rate reviews with your mates. And subscribe to the channel if you ain't already a subscriber. Much appreciated. As is this scalp massager. It's very relaxing, Ickle Ray. Keep it up.
No problemo.
Yeah, very good. Thank you as well for all your lovely comments that you lot keep popping on. Love reading them. Apologies if I don't get round to responding to them all, but thank you for those. Make my day reading them. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff that. Didn't even know it were a thing, scalp massaging, but this is great. And why not pop over to my Patreon and come and join us over there. Become a Ratron or an Ickle Ratron, and you get early access to the reviews, bypassing the sodding copyright bots, monthly podcasts, regular brain teaser challenges, and of course you get to submit your suggestions for consideration from the rotating review randomiser. All sorts of fun stuff, so come and join us over there, it'd be great to see you. And copyright bots permitting, I'll be back with another review for you very soon, so I will see you next time. Okeydoo! Tell you what, I might fall asleep here. This is relaxing. Hey, isn't scalp massaging supposed to stimulate hair growth?
I think it's a bit late for that, Raymondo.
Yeah, fair enough.